Okay. Good afternoon, everybody here and online. This afternoon, we will start on the workshop from the Vallaris map platform, the ecosystem of the open geospatial data platform. This workshop will be organized by the IBIT company. They will give us some knowledge and know how to use the Vallaris map. So first of all, we would like to thank to the Satawat Arab to present the Vallaris map to us. Please. Okay, please welcome Kun Satawat Arab to present and show the Vallaris map to. Okay, thank you very much. And on the chat, we will focus and try to answer your question during the workshop.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Satawat Arab. Position is Head of Geometry at IBIT company. Today, I workshop Vallaris map. Everyone can go to the website vallaris.com. Vallaris map is GIS management data solution on the cloud. Vallaris map Vallaris map is solution on the cloud. You can manage the GIS data and visualize data on the Vallaris map. Vallaris map can processing data GIS on the cloud. Okay. One step you can register the user for use the platform. The platform will let you click the button register. Okay, in the window you can register. You can put the email, password, and confirm password. You put the first name, last name, and organization, and accept your policy. If you put data already, you sync up. You click the button sync up and go to the email. You confirm your user in the email. After you are confirmed user in email, you go to the website cloud.vallarismap.com. Everyone can go to the website cloud.vallarismap.com. Okay, next step. You click on the button Vallaris management and put your email and password. Waiting for a minute, I check your password. Okay. After your login success, on the window you can see the on the right left in the button account, button studio, button process, and button tutorial. First step, you create API key, get API key. Input your name and click the button create. After you create, you see your API key. The API key are created for access the data on the Vallaris map. Okay.
gonna change the narrator to be very good better.
ในซูมไม่เห็นนะครับ เห็นเฉพาะจอนี้ต้องให้โฮสต์เป็นคนแชร์จอนี้นะครับ
think no one can see the screen, right? This workshop we tend you to understand what is the Vallaris, and we think Vallaris can be a one tool to help you to operating some geospatial data for your data store or even data analysis and also data publishing on your website. It's more easier than what you're doing on before, like a geo server or some things. But what my team is trying to introduce you is to do you the step by step to walk through into the Vallaris form to registration and open the access key. I'm not sure everyone on the screen and get the key as you see on screen or not. If I think if you can walk through with us, you will see the benefit for you. Okay, assume that you already have an account into the Vallaris. After you have account, you can have the screen like this. But on the screen that you see, the screen you see that we have the key. As you see, the star, many stars over there, right? This is the key. We call key like the key, actually physical key. This key you can access any door in your house. The key has same meaning, but the key in terms of the application is allow you to access multiple doors, or even this door, this key specify you or someone to access some features in the application. As you see on the screen, we have multiple keys. The multiple key is one key probably I send to you, another key we send to another one. Each key has authentication, authorized to access the data difference, or even the services, or even the data. Okay, first of all, you have to create a key first. We call API key. In fact, API key is quite standard. The wording you can find in any place when you have to deal with the data on the internet. If you have to deal with the data on the internet or calling data from the server, one of you can see often is the key. You must have API key. Okay, what is same as other software? We must have key first. Okay, we're gonna create one key easily. Okay, so what we're gonna create key by click over there, easy on the right side. Put the name as you want. Okay, before going to click OK, you can see the add one over there, right? Okay, this is very important, but the default key we allow you or allow anyone to handle the key to access the all services in Vallaris. All services is mean all actually literal mean all services, even the data, even the map, even the processing, even the publisher data. You can see that some services have 3 options: edit, all view, or disable. This is very important. Let's say I give you the one key, but I don't want you to access something. I will disable it. If I give this key to my friends and don't allow them to access by processing server. We're gonna set them disable. Okay, as default, this day, we're gonna make it as default, like all can editable. That we just created. Okay, you can see the key suddenly appear on the top line. Okay, you can see many stars, right? Okay, actually we don't need to know what is the star is, but programming or programmer they prefer to see that, they prefer to get that. If you would like to know what the key is, you just click the eyes over there. You can see the key. This is quite simple. If you would like to copy it, you just click the key, copy. It's gonna into your clipboard. Okay, this is the key. Okay, you have a key already. What the objective of the key? If you have a key, you can access the list. You can access the data. You can access many things inside this. Okay, forget other key. Let's say probably you have only one key, but my team has multiple keys. This is fine. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna focus only the key name training. Okay. By the way, on the application, we have multiple languages. At this moment, we have 2 languages. You can click to change to English or Thai as you want. But in Thai, it's probably easier to understand because we have some explanations on the hint on the 2 tips over there around in the application. Okay. In this workshop, we're gonna talk in English. Okay. Now you can see on the left side, you're gonna see the menu. First one is a key, right? First one is the account, right? Second one is the studio. Third one is process. The last one is tutorials. At this moment, Vallaris release some features, but in the future we can release more and more. Okay. Tomorrow I will talk as a keynote to talk about how we build it from scratch. This is very important, but actually this is my desire to explain everyone in this room or online as well why we build that, how we build that, and why we would like to encourage our Vallaris to the education in terms of educate the transfer the technology rather than to give you how to use this one by one, step by step. Okay, back to this one. Okay, second one is studio. All right. Okay, you can click that. You will see nothing, right? Nothing over there, right? Because you just come in. But it's okay, don't worry. On the top menu, top menu will change according to the left side menu. When you click studio, you see something. When you click process, you see something. When you click your account, you can see difference. Okay, we go to the studio, you can see the features, coverage, Thai and style. Okay, probably the wording or the terminology inside the Vallaris is probably different from your perceive at this from your perception in about the GIS. Because if you talk about features, you probably understand in another perspective. When you talk about correlate, you probably understand another perspective. But the term and keyword that we use in Vallaris, we use according and following by the standard of the OGC. Okay, we have to understand feature first. Features means, okay, make it simple. Feature is, you can see like a vector data. But actually feature is, if you talk about it, the terminology is feature is a represent of the real phenomena in the world to the map. But didn't talk about it, the type of format like a vector or raster. But in general, it is we can say it's feature similar to the vector data as you understand. What is the vector is? Vector is like we talk about the grid. It's not a grid. It's like a x and y, series of x and y. If you have a series of x and y, you can generate the line or polygon or something. This is we call features. If we talk about coverage, we're going to talk about the raster, mostly talk about raster. And actually, we talk about coverage. It's more than this. It's more than about raster. It's talk about temporal data. It talk about the time by time data chain over the time by time. Probably can vector and raster as well. But initially, when we talk about coverage, we can imply or make it simple like a raster data. Okay, another one is time. Time, you can understand like the data that we have like a multiple layer of visualization. If you understand about it, the theory we says about the pyramid, the grid of the data has multiple layers. This is time. But time has two ways to approach. You can approach the data in raster time or vector time as you want. But in Vallaris, majorly we build the data to the vector time. I will show you later on how important that the reason why we focusing on the vector time rather than raster time. When we talk about time, you can understand this is the vector time. Vector time has a multiple layers of the data. Okay, let's say you have 1 million points in your file or in your layers. But if you make a time over there, it have multiple layers of data. Probably 24 layers is possible. But the first layer at the top or the last, the small scale of the map, probably you can see only 1 point. But if we deep down in the lower layer in larger scale, you can see your million points. This is we call time. From your simple data set, we can build a time for you, like a pyramid of data. This is the technique, very important to deliver your data that you store in your computers on your database directly to the front-end application, like a web application, mobile application, very fastly. Okay, you understand time already. I transfer the data, the millions of data from my storage to your machine, to your web very fastly in multiple layers. We call this one is time. Okay, time is data. Time is coming to you. Then time data coming to you without visualization, without style, without coloring, without pattern, without techniques, without anything. Just data is come to you. But it's worse, it's useless when front-end application touch the time, right? Because you just got the data. But the data also is coming to you like a pyramid. It's difficult to use that. But how to use time in proper ways? We build style. We build one layer called style. Style. We write down style is something like the definitions. Say, well, okay, this point it should be like a triangle. This point should be circles, side 10 meters. This polygon should be patterned like a blue color or something. This is we call style. Style is definitions. Like a text file, it's quite simple. You can understand style easily. Style will read the tiles and bring your tile data to colorful and easily to visualization. This is the technique. So if you listen to me, you can see that, okay, we have millions of data storing your data. How to deliver your data to your application, to your customer very fastly. Okay, you do your research, right? Like a land use in the whole country, probably like a hundred of polygon. How you can show it on the website is quite impossible. Or even your desktop application is quite impossible, right? Quite impossible because it's really huge computing your machine. But the tile technique and the styling techniques and the storing techniques from the OGC standard. I'm not talking about the technique of the Vallaris because we're starting for it by the OGC standard. That breaks through this limitation. Okay, I explain everything. It's quite, if you can walk through with me, I will let you create the sample data and you see the whole things at the moment, at the minute. Okay. You have nothing over there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have nothing over there, right? Nothing. Okay, if you would like to know what is it, you can click the question marks over there, right? It's gonna have like a hint to show you what is this, right? Okay, what a feature is. Actually, I like this definition of the features. Features are the view of the real or the hyper theoretical world, including the everything of interest. I'm not sure how to say it in Thai, but it's everything that you interest, you keep it in vector data. Okay, we have a hint along the web. You can click or you can move over there. Okay, if you like to see more, you can click that. We can show like the documentation in Thai. Now, at this moment, we have a Thai first document. We're looking for the translator to English and make my document more better and better. If education can help us to make better document, it's going to be really good for us and better for the student, for the incoming to learning about the theories properly. Rather than I will say multiple times, many times. Vallaris is not the tool that you bring it and use it step by step. Not you should bring Vallaris as a tool to understand the standard or the proper way to understand the technology, rather than use the software step by step. You can build your own Vallaris from study our samples. Okay, we back to that one and we're gonna create data in 1 minute. Okay, we going down to tutorials. Click that. Okay, you can see the sample data in your Vallaris. You can click over there. Click that. We have to wait for about, let's have a tooltip on the left side, on the right side, because it's gonna create the data for you, make a time for you, and make a simple style for you. You can see the whole process from these samples. Okay, almost there. How many layers we have?
4 layers.
we give you 4 samples of data. Okay, you can see that what the process is working. It's generating the tie, as I told you, ties of pyramid, right? The data, as you see the data inside, you can see many data. Okay, I think data is over there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we have. Now we have 3, and it's going to be 4, right? Okay, it's 3. Bangkok Mass Transit Transport station, the whole station of the mass transit as a point, and the Bangkok Mass Transit in the line. Okay, we split into layers, and Suvarnabhumi Airport is one layer, one point.
Polygon.
Oh, it's polygon. Okay. I think that at this moment we can click to see that. Okay, you can, if you have that TV, you can click over there to see what is this. Okay, fast. Even 10 record is fast. Okay, we're gonna show more. BTS station, mass transit station probably have more than 100. Okay, we'll show you 100 of point. You can see how fast is it. It's not time. It's not becoming to time yet. It's just data. If we coming to time, it's more faster than this. Okay, you can click on each station. What you see on the right side is the property. If you're familiar to the QGIS or any the GIS software, you can see the columns. Like this is the column, but we show you in the JSON format. The reason why we show you the JSON because JSON Geospatial is the standard format to storing the data. We didn't talk about shapefile. Shapefile is not standard format. We didn't talk about the KML or the KMCs. We did not standard format for storing the data and transfer the data. GeoJSON, GeoPackage is the standard to transfer the data. But probably you think why we have to read the JSON because it's not easy for human to understand, right? You don't need to read that. You don't need to understand that how the JSON look like, how the JSON to what's stored inside. You don't need to understand. Actually, GeoJSON is the machine readable format. We're not a machine, we're humans. So you don't need to worry. If you can read, it's okay. But if you cannot read, it's okay as well because it's not designed for you. It's designed for the machine because the data we transfer to the network. It will reading by the machine and showing to you in the look and feel in nice format like a table format. But if we storing data in the table format or the CSV or the Excel format, it's going to be disaster for the data transferring. Excel is designed for the human read. JSON is designed for machine read. If you like to see look and feel and good look and feel, you can transfer this to the table easily from a couple of code from the developer can do it easily. We decided to store in JSON. JSON easily to transfer. You can click to any point. You can see the difference of the naming. You can see easily by the properties. See name, province, even route, even the station name. This is like a property that you familiar to the table format. Okay, one more thing. Where is the geometry? Where is the latitude, longitude of the point? It's below here. From the definitions of the data storing as a point, you just store only two things, x and y. In case of line, what you storing? The series of x and y, right? If you storing the polygon, what you storing? Just a series x and y, and the first point and the end point are the same. This is the definition. So the geostation understand like this. Okay, what you see is data. Okay, because everything is coming right. Okay, now we go to the line features. You can see the line. See, very fast. Okay, and property as well. And geometry is a series. You don't need to understand what is the line look like from reading the JSON, but the software, the front end, the developer have to read that and show you that's a line. But in terms of data storage, we keep it in JSON is the best format. Okay, go to the polygons, what is look like. Here, the polygon of in the swimming pool. Something like this. Okay, we have point, we have line, we have polygon already. Good. But if you look at the uses or the benefit from the data store in Vallaris or data store in the JSON format is the published data. Published data. I send data to you. I send data to my friends. Probably you ever heard about the web map service, web feature service, right? Web coverage service. This is the standard data transfer for the geoinformatics. WMS, you will see the look and feel nice. Web have a coloring something. Web feature service, you get the data. Web coverage service, you got the last data. At this moment, after data storing into the platform, you got automatically has a service called Web Feature Service version 3, the latest version of the Web Feature Service. Okay, how cool is this? I can send you the URL. You got all data in point of the station from the just the execute URL. What the data you got JSON and how to do with JSON. You can open JSON from QGIS, you can open JSON from ArcGIS, and we show you the point because ArcGIS and QGIS know this format. Okay. Let me show you what is the URL looks like. Okay, we're gonna share it. I will share this polygon to you. See, after we share data, application will ask you about the authentication, authorized to access. You have to pick your API key first. Then you can copy the get items. Okay. My team copy that URL on the get items. Okay, he will open the get item from browser first, and he will show you the data from the browser here very fast, right? This is all of the polygon in the swimming pool in the JSON format. How to use that? Okay, he will save that and open it from the QGIS. Okay, it's possible. Okay. This is very important. This is very important to transfer your data. Okay, you think about I will give you one example from from uh, from partners. Actually, my partner is I don't know in English because คณะเวชศาสตร์เขตร้อนมหาวิทยาลัยมหิดล I don't know in English. It's okay. This is my partner. They recommend all the researchers to store the survey data, like where is the mosquitoes, where is the bat, where is the squirrel that have disease can spread to the humans, like a position. They are coming to get the sample of data, put in the system. Okay, one researcher given there. Another researcher coming to look at, okay, we have this data over there. Okay, pull it down, download to data, add one more, and push it back. It's becoming to data sharing automatically. Okay, if you don't have this one, what you can do? You share on the Google Drive. Probably you keep on your share file, right? You keep the share file to your friend. That's all. It's automatically cut off from your connection. Your friend can do anything on your share file. But if your friend push your data back into the central, so data become like a pooling data, everyone can access. The open data will come suddenly. Okay, Kun Bang will show you the open the JSON file from URL. From URL that we copy from there. Okay, easily paste the URL. Put add. Hey, see? QGS, no JSON. Symbols. It's become you become data publisher automatically after just storing the data. In the past, it's not easy to do like this. You can do the web features of it from Geospatial, right? But it has a lot of limitation. When it's difficult to set up the Geospatial, it's difficult to set up the database to make it synchronous together, and it's difficult to maintain your data up to date. But if you use this concept, anytime, anywhere, any place, you can update your data, push into the server, it's becoming to the services and becoming to the open data automatically. This is the first step. Okay, just storing, you becoming a service. It's not that. It's not finished yet. It's more than this. We would like to make it look and feel a nice map and faster than this. How we can do? We're gonna make it to the ties. Okay, we're gonna try to make the data into dataset as a tie dataset. Okay, we're coming to tie. Okay, one by one. Each dataset can have one tie or multiple ties as you need. Each tie has definition. Like you see the data when you zooming at the regional scales. You will see data when you zooming to the urban scale. You will see your data when you map scales 1 to 1,000 or something. This is the definition you can set from building the tie datasets. One set data you can show it at the first side. Okay, my team build a tie for you to see that. Okay, one by one. First point. You can see definitions over there. See, This is, I'm not sure how many points is probably more than almost 100, I'm not sure. You see the definition on the right side. So level 0 to 14. 0 means the whole world. When you come into the open the map, this map is coming to map, it will coming automatically to you. And if you zoom in until the level 14, you still see that. And if 14.1, data will hide it. What is it? We talk about the pyramid. The pyramid will build, this data build pyramid since the top of pyramid to 14 layers, 14 levels. After 14 levels, data did not have the data on the pyramid. Okay, you will see the zoom level on the right side, top right, see that 10. Okay, after 14, 14.01, data disappear. See, it's disappear. Why? This is cartographic purpose. You can control what data is coming to see. I'm quite sure everyone in this room, you can see the map is messed up. Thousands of points over there, thousands of lines over there. Zoom in and zoom out, also the same. This is messed up. It's difficult to interpret. It's difficult to communicate your great work, your valuable work, valuable research to the end user, because your map is messed up. This is the multiple. This can help you to make map more easier to control and multiple layers embedded together for cartography purpose. But we can hack on this one as well. We can hack on this one as well, but I will show you on the slide. Okay, I will show you one more thing. We have a multiple option to build the tile. I will build another tile layer dataset from this station. But when on the 0 levels, I will cluster it. Probably like a 10 pixels become to 1 point. After zooming is going to be spread it or extract you to the details. We call it clustering the data. Okay, now we're going to build the one data set, one tile set, tile data from this data to another tile by clustering. Okay. Another one more. Newเลย. Okay. This is the process to create a new tiles. You can click the dataset as you need, put the title and description. Good for understanding what we're doing. It should do. My TV. This is probably make it fast. Okay, see that we clustered it. This is the cluster pixels. Maximum pixel is 255. Okay, make it simple. Make it cluster. Okay, execute. Goเลย. Process. Creating the tiles very fast. Done. Done. Okay, see what difference. See, it's clustered. You don't need to show 100 of points at the first sight because it distract your information. It distract you. It's mislead information. The cluster technique makes a map more easier to understand. When we going down, deep down, it's going to be extract to the single data. You can do it really simple. This is the Thai technique. Okay. We're gonna see another layers, like a line. Okay, see what is the line look like. Very fast display. Okay, look at the polygon looks like. The whole polygon in the swimming pool airport is coming on the time, but in the features we can just the data to you. Didn't show all. Okay, you got the ties already, but as I told you earlier, ties is just the packing the data or push data to the front end application very fastly, and data we going to the front end without look and feel because it's just the data. But the benefits of the Thai is fast, and the fastest I can say that it's the fastest way to pack your data and send to the client, to the web application. How this map is become more valuable and look and feel. Probably you may ask, where is the labels? Where is the size of this BTS station? Where is the colorings of the mass transit line? Okay, be familiar with red line, blue line, green line, or something. Okay, what we say is the style. If we see that we can style the data as we need, as we want, right? Anything. Probably this day we will style like this. This day, another day, we're gonna style another things, another way, or even the data changing, we're gonna style another way. This is the reason why we didn't put the style inside the data that before we publishing to the data. Style, it should be separated and flexible. The reason why style has been split into the other tab to make you free and easily to customize it. Okay, you can see the style. Why we have only one style? Simple, because my team packs 3 layers of data set, the Thai data set. We didn't pack the data in the features because we believe that data in feature levels is for data operations, but the data in the Thai level is data for visualization. We have to clear our mindset first. What you have to do of the data, what are you using, what the purpose of data you use. If you would like to make it operation analysis, of course you have to do it with the real data. But when we need to visual it, we would like to make it fast visualization. We have to split out from the whole data. You just give the necessary data to them, make it by time. You see that? Our perception when we use the GIS application, okay, everyone, we learning GIS from the desktop GIS, right? The desktop JS didn't make this perception make this clear perception like this. It's integrated into the one box. All data and visualization are the same place. But in Vallaris or in the model JS application, it's split out. Thai dataset totally cut off from the actual data. Thai dataset totally cut off from the features, not have any connections. But probably you wonder if it totally cut off, how I can get the real data from your Thai dataset. Thai dataset have the ID. Each data have ID. Link back to your data. But who will do that? The front-end application, the desktop application will do it for you. Okay, from this approach, we have beautiful Thai. We show you. This Thai has three Thai set combined together. You can see the right side. We have 4 layers over there. The bottom layer probably you can't see because the screen has a problem. The bottom layer is OSM, is the base map. The next layer is the stations. The next layer is the line and the polygons. Doesn't matter. Order doesn't matter. Order we can modify in the style editor. But order over there doesn't matter. On the map is ready to use. Ready to use in terms of you can put the map to your friends. You can put the map on your papers. You can put the map on your presentation. You can put the map on your web browser and click and interactive with this one. Okay, and this map without having the Vallaris. Okay, back, show you show the export this one. See, okay, coming to this sharing. Before sharing is also ask you about the authorization. The key very important. Okay, pick that another key. Okay, I will use the map embedded the below one. Make a copies. Okay, it's going to be the URL, the links on the URL. Okay, I will open on the browsers. I can send this URL to anyone. You got the map as you see it in the one list as a, see, it's quite simple. Fastest, simplest. The map, fast, simple. You can publish the map without any high form. But we come to this. I try to explain you the step by step, the how, what we thinking about the OGC API, what we thinking about the features, what we thinking about the time, what we thinking about the style. See, this is very important. Vallaris is one example to you. In this group, in this workshop, I know you are the professor, you are a researcher, you are not the student on the first year. You can see that if we teach them to understand the theory properly, rather than teach them to use the software, this is the right way to educate them. I used to be a user before. We used to be the ArcGIS user, we used to be the QGIS user, we used to be the QGeoserver user. But when we use that, we didn't understand how it's working, how it's processing, what they do, how comes of the map. But if we look back into the theory or in the standard, oh, I see. That's the reason why. This is the result that we're deleting the theory and make it like this. We can do. I think everyone can do as well. IBIS have already 15 persons in staff. We can make the samples of the simple map platform to you. Okay, actually it can be more than this. Okay, we can customize a little bit. I don't like this map style. I will change it. Okay. This is the style. This is style editor. You can customize look and feel, point, line, polygon as you need. But see, okay, I think map can zoom out a little bit. Okay, we have issue on visualization a little bit. It's beautiful and it's kind of it's okay. Customize something. I will shade already. Shade red line. Okay, to color to things and make it big, larger. Nóiไปแข็งเลยท่านที่ไปแคปหน่อยครับokay save after we save it okay we can see the white ugly red line into the blue line okay save it okay you back now embedded now. The style automatically sent to the client. See, they're actually coming. You can interact from your site to your client. We dedicated this license to the university. At this moment, we dedicate or donate these versions of the map platform to Content University, to the AIT, and to Macedon University already. And we not only the donate, we send our team to educate professors educate the student to understand the theory step by step, like I told you. But it's more details if coming from my GST, and try to explain it in overviews. Okay. Any questions? Come.
Very interesting presentation. I have some question, like, for example, if we are exporting the data into HTML or even embedded map, right? So, do we have to set the layer of bounding box, or can we adjust the bounding box before exporting?
Okay. Actually, this one is used to be our, actually, we can say the developing issues. Earlier versions is export very stupidly. It's export the whole world. How come we can see the data? But after we found it and get that comment earlier, what we're doing is we do like this. This is the screen. If we export at what we see on the map embedded, user will see as we see. But if we zoom down, tilt map into the TD, user will see as we make configurations. Okay, I will do that like this, and I will export it embedded again. Okay. Put a key, copy the embedded, very easy, and paste it. Map will show as configuration. It used to be our developing issue before. Yeah. It's quite easier. No need to worry about it. Data bounding blocks. Probably we don't know where bounding block is. Probably has the data alert to put in another place. If we actually developer team ever consider the automatically bounding box, but we think about the possibility of the error of data. In case of data is totally out of bound to the other place, it's easily to make map displaying is incorrect. So we decided to allow the administrator or the map creator to decide what you can see from this.
Thank you to introduce the mapping platform. Very nice to us. And my question is, like your platform is look very fast speed for render within data. It's possible, like if we can have like a GPS, car GPS taxi like that one, and publish real-time data. Can we do like that?
Yes, ขอบคุณครับ as you see that we will show a sample to you. We import the data and show it in the like one way, right? Data type style in one way, but I didn't talk about how input the data. Dr. Sanit would like to see this coming data like a real time and visualization. What we gonna do, right? And we have to say thank you the OGC API. OGC API, as I show you, is not only to push the data to you, but also open the channel, allow to push data to us. So if you have GPS data, you have a logger, right? GPS logger. You can send programming your data logger, send to the Vallaris from the single URL. You can send that log with the property like a timestamp. It's going to automatically write to the Vallaris, automatically data is coming automatically. But we have to trade off about what would like to see. If data coming very fast and would like to see real times, how many data points you will show on the map. If your data points is probably less than 100 or 1,000 data points, I recommend you to not build a tile, just the big data analysis. If you would like to render the historical data, like thousands or millions of data, I recommend you pack it, tile, and show it. This is possible. But actually, we have the channels, not the push data out. We also can receive the data from the RESTful protocol. This is the. I have to say thank you to RESTful, thank you to the OGC API, make us clear about it, how to communicate the data, how to store the data. But in the traditional approach, of course, we write down to the database, and the resources, your computing cost of database is really high when data is growing up, and we have to deal with how to render it from the growing up the data on the database. This is the. I think we have to work around, and many solutions can possible.
Just one more question, because here we see it's on the background is like weighted data, right? Yes. And any plan you're gonna have like a satellite image in the background like that?
Actually, we have to approach. The person is probably approach the question on in terms of the background, the data. Honestly, the data on Vallaris is totally the data. The platform doesn't have any proprietary data, or the data over there is open data, or even the base map, as you see this from OpenStreetMap, is totally free. But the satellites, we have the multiple resolution, right? Some resolution like a medium or low resolution, we can get it for free. But if we look at the high resolution, it's coming to the cost and have to pay service, pay per use. Actually, in my plan, to serve the high resolution satellite imagery, but for the medium and low resolution, we also have medium one for free. But the low resolution, I think probably, yeah, someday we will put that as an option to be sure that actually I don't want to, for myself, I don't want to provide the map and you say, someone said, oh, resolution is not good, I don't like it. Probably it's can be like this. Another approach is Vallaris is handling the vector very well. We didn't talk about raster at all. It's raster or the imagery from satellites is on our milestone. Hopefully, we will launch or release the update within this second quarter of this year. We have the raster. You can computing the raster. You can import your raster data and visualize over there. But it's not with the time at all. It's going to be raster time to be sure that your satellite data or your imagery that comes from data processing. Now we have Google Earth Engine as a target. We would like to following the Google Earth Engine. Luckily, our company has a good relation with the GSA. We have the agreements to access the satellite data from source of data to make like a practice to provide the data, to write the computing process to the raster data and republish to the maps. Actually, I think Geospatial would like to have their own Google engine for themselves, but they will start from our platform to look at the potential to release that. We will do that in next quarter.
I'm asking on behalf of students. So like sometimes we have multiples of the layer that have different sets of projection. So when we are like import into this platform, do we have to predefine the projection before, or the system can like define all everything and put it together?
Yeah, actually, I love your question because it's totally hit my pain point. OGC API has multiple series. Okay, the series that we compile OGC API features that we compile to support the data in the vector format. In feature series has 5 sub-series. First series is storing. Second series is the coordinate system. Third series is the queuing. The fourth series is the writing the data. We just make certify on the coordinate system handlings. That can say that any format, I'm not care what format the coming data. When we come into Vallaris, Vallaris will transform it and store it into the WGS 84 in latitude and longitude format, because JSON is prefer that format. But probably you wonder if I export to the UTM, how come? Yeah, it's in the standard. We have to push data back in any coordinate system. We have to we must read any format of the coordinate system. We can store the format as we want. We like to store in the WGS 84 in latitude longitude. But if you give the data in other coordinate system, we will transfer it. But if you like to get back to any format, we will transfer it to you. We complied already. But at this moment, I'm not sure. Probably we support the UTM at this moment. UTM and the latitude and longitude. For the other format like the polar or something, we didn't do it. If you give UTM, you give it to store it in the lat long and send it back to UTM. It's possible. But if you have latitude longitude, it's coming automatically and very fast. Yeah. Something like this. Actually, the coordinate transformations, be familiar to use the tool like a translator or coordinate converter or in some tool, right? But if we teach them understand what is what the structure of the UTM, what's the structure of the parameter of each, and point them, use this tool and talk about library, and then talk about the finishes tool. I didn't use the finishes tool. I will use the library to convert, to handle it. We use the 2 layers. First, we use the project 4S project project 4 to handle the transform the coordinate system, and we also use the MongoDB to handle the latitude longitude, because the MongoDB can data indexing on the latitude longitude. We use two things. If students understand the concept, I think they can use any software and they know how to make it, how it works. It's a better way. Actually, I think not finished yet for myself. I have one module we talk about the process. May I move on? Okay. ครับ Take a break. We continue.
We're gonna have a 10-minute break.
ครับผมครับ
So we start again at
ครับ
3:30.
ครับ
กันเสร็จคือแชร์จอเดียวกันลองดู
Vallaris Maps Platform, the comprehensive geospatial data storage service for business, transportation, natural resources, and environmental data set. Vallaris is a geospatial data platform that comes with ease of use, convenience, agility, and compliance with global standards. We adopt state-of-the-art technology for analysis, processing, displaying, and delivering spatial data in the most effective way. All developers, executives, as well as general users can bring over data available on Vallaris for multiple purposes. Further customization to better suit your organization can also be done through Vallaris API from anywhere in the world. With our data management structure that complies with the global standard through FAIR working principles, users can readily gain access to the service. Anyone can utilize the service anytime, anywhere, time after time. Being an open data platform, Vallaris allows everyone to gain access and exchange data freely and equitably. We are the first maps platform from Asia to be certified by OGC. All Vallaris users can be confident in our efficiency and safety. Vallaris simplifies complicated matters for you.
Vallaris Maps Platform เครื่องมือสำหรับเก็บข้อมูลเชิงพื้นที่แบบครบวงจรไม่ว่าจะเป็นข้อมูลทางธุรกิจคมนาคมหรือทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อม Vallaris เป็นแพลตฟอร์มทางด้านแผนที่ที่นำไปใช้งานง่ายสะดวกรวดเร็วด้วยเทคโนโลยีที่ทันสมัยมีระบบการวิเคราะห์ประมวลผลแสดงผลและส่งต่อข้อมูลเชิงพื้นที่ได้อย่างมีประสิทธิภาพเปิดโอกาสให้นักพัฒนาผู้บริหารหน่วยงานต่างๆรวมไปถึงผู้ใช้งานทั่วไปสามารถนำข้อมูลจาก Vallaris ไปใช้งานต่อบนเว็บไซต์และสามารถปรับแต่งให้เหมาะกับธุรกิจหรือองค์กรของคุณผ่าน Vallaris API ได้จากทั่วทุกมุมโลกด้วยโครงสร้างการจัดการข้อมูลที่เป็นไปตามมาตรฐานผ่านหลักการทำงานของ FAIR ทำให้ค้นหาง่ายเข้าถึงได้อย่างรวดเร็วไม่ว่าใครก็สามารถใช้งานได้และนำไปใช้ซ้ำได้อีกด้วย Vallaris อยู่ในระบบการเชื่อมโยงแบบเปิดเพื่อแลกเปลี่ยนข้อมูลระหว่างกันทำให้ทุกคนเข้าถึงข้อมูลได้อย่างเท่าเทียมและ Vallaris ยังเป็นแพลตฟอร์มแผนที่แรกในเอเชียที่ได้รับมาตรฐาน OGC ตามมาตรฐานสากลทำให้มั่นใจว่าระบบมีประสิทธิภาพและความปลอดภัย Vallaris ทำเรื่องยากให้เป็นเรื่องง่ายสำหรับคุณ
Vallaris Maps Platform, the comprehensive geospatial data storage service for business, transportation, natural resources, and environmental data set. Vallaris is a geospatial data platform that comes with ease of use, convenience, agility, and compliance with global standards. We adopt state-of-the-art technology for analysis, processing, displaying, and delivering spatial data in the most effective way. All developers, executives, as well as general users can bring over data available on Vallaris for multiple purposes. Further customization to better suit your organization can also be done through Vallaris API from anywhere in the world. With our data management structure that complies with the global standard through FAIR working principles, users can readily gain access to the service. Anyone can utilize the service anytime, anywhere, time after time. Being an open data platform, Vallaris allows everyone to gain access and exchange data freely and equitably. We are the first maps platform from Asia to be certified by OGC. All Vallaris users can be confident in our efficiency and safety. Vallaris simplifies complicated matters for you.
back to the platform. Okay, we starting, make it time and slide. Okay, before going to break, we have some issues about the style that not display on the screen properly. I will show you again to see what this style look like. Here on the left side, you can see the bunch of layers. Okay. This size is very good. Okay. Actually, data about the mass transit and the station and the Suvarnabhumi is one of the bunch of layers on the left side. Probably you wonder what is this on the left side? Many layers. Actually, this is the base map layers. We bring the OSM not only on the base and just visual. We bring it and allow anyone to make a customize the OSM layer 20 or 30 layers. Okay, I would like to change the watercolors. It's not easier as before. If you can do on the style editor form in this platform, change the color to black. Actually, on the platform, we don't have the water layer in our data at all, right? We just have the mass transit. We have the Suvarnabhumi. But why there is the why we can customize the other layers from OSM? Probably you understand OSM like a base map. Yes, it's base map. If we calling OSM as a raster, it's going to be like a raster. But in Vallaris, we call OSM as a vector. That means you can play around on the layer in OSM. We can change anything. We can change background. We can change path. Okay, we can change path to red and save it. It's coming automatically to the front, to the application at the end. This is the style editor. Okay, it saves already. Map into the back, path into the red. This is the benefit from the style. As I told, we split it out between data visualization and the real data. We split it out between the pack of data in Thai and style. We split it out. When we think about solutions on the application or in mobiles, when data change over the times, you can set the conditions like if population over than 100 change to another colors, over than 200 change to another color automatically on the front end. You just change the data, mapping change automatically because style already set the thematics already. This is a benefit from the OSM and deal with the vector types. On Vallaris, every layer, even the OSM, coming as a vectors. It's coming very fast. Okay, this is the benefit from the style editor. Okay, before going to the another module, I will connect between the web and the desktop together because when we talk about the work process in the process into since the data creations, data validations, data processing, desktop processing, and publishing the data. You can see that Vallaris allow you to store on the clouds and show it on the web very fast. But if we have to operating the data like a 20 layers, make a overlay together some mathematics model or change some the columns and change the value like a land use code or make like a JS operation. How we can do that? Of course, this workflow is not suitable for the web for sure. You will never see any web application will do the web processing and data editor or make like a data snap or point snapping or make a topology or something on the web. No, we didn't do on the web. Most process about data editing, data creation, data validation, high precise data creation still on the desktop. This is the reason why we have the desktop application to communicate to the web servers, to the Vallaris. According to the many desktop application, JS desktop application in the market, we decided we will not make a JS desktop application. We will not make it. We will use the existing one. We will use the most popular one. Everyone can afford the desktop application like without any pay anything. That one is QGIS. We use the QGIS as a desktop JS application. I'm quite sure, I totally believe you know the potentials or capacity in the QGIS, can handling the data, vector, raster, can data processing, can do many things on the QGIS. But how QGIS communicating to Vallaris? We make one plugin on the QGIS. You can search the QGIS, you can search the Vallaris plugin from the QGIS. After you install it, data on your desktop can push to the Vallaris from this plugin. Or not only push data from your desktop to the Vallaris, also can pull down data from server, Vallaris server, back to your desktop and do something as you need, like you do on the JS desktop application, change property, change the values, or even the intersect between layers, get the results, change the real text, editing some things, save it, push it into the Vallaris. Is it possible? Your work process on desktop still as the same, doesn't act any. You don't need to change anything. We just make a one plugin, make a communication channel between desktop and web seamless. This is the make our Vallaris close to the JS operation, not for the developers only. Okay, I will open the QGIS. This is QGIS. You can install the QGIS plugin from the plugin menu as usual. Okay, go to plugin. And yeah, you can search Vallaris form here and use the Vallaris desktop. Install it on your QGIS. Okay, I think my team already installed it. I will show you how Vallaris desktop communicating to the Vallaris to a server. Okay, it's the flower over here is coming on your menus. Okay, click and you see the login. you can use Vallaris on cloud or even your internal education license. You can use any Vallaris on cloud, on AAT, on Mozilla, on any servers. Put from this URL, put your emails and password. It's going to directly to your accounts, access your data. We're gonna access the mass transit and the Suvarnabhumi airport from this account. Okay. See, you see the list of layers. I will choose the Suvarnabhumi. Okay. Pull it down. Very fast, huh? Very fast. Data is coming. Actually, on the background of QGIS is JSON. Not different. JSON. QGIS can read JSON. Okay. I will edit one more polygon. Quite big polygon in something any place. We're gonna do like we do on QGIS. Edit, drawing, save. Okay. Put the attribute. Okay. Save it and push to the server. Yeah, it's on server already. Yeah. Okay, we're back to the one list at the server. See the polygons. And coming. Data is coming. What you type on QGIS is coming over there. It's just data. If you like to show on the like it's over there. If you look at in the map embedded, it's not there yet because it's data level, it's not Thai data set. Okay, look at in the map. Look at in the map embedded. We will not see this one. Okay, back to map embedded. Okay, you will not see that until we make a Thai. Okay, back make a Thai. We have to build Thai on Suvarnabhumi airport layer. Just click the refresh, generating the Thai. It's gonna do a couple seconds. Done. Okay, see front end. Hopefully it's coming. Have to come. Yeah. Luckily it's coming. Actually, this is live. Okay, this is the concept. See the connection between desktop and web is like quite simple. We can teach students to use desktop as usual. But if you like to learning about the web feature service, the publishing the data, the time and the style in the new ways. Vallaris is one tool you can learn from this. Okay, I think for data storage and data visualization is about this roughly. The last one is data processing. Vallaris also providing allow you to processing the data like you're doing on the desktop, like A intersect B or buffer or something. You can do on the web as well. But the reason, what is the reason you have to do? You think what the reason why? I have to do on the website. Okay, the reason why is on the web, you have no limitation on the computing scale. You can computing the larger data, the big data, the high computing hours you can do on from the web. Or you can do like a multiple source of data. If you have to pulling the data from multiple source to your machine, it's quite mess up and make you like a noisy to handling the multiple source. But if you're doing over there, it makes you see more clearly about data connection and data processing, like we call pipeline work process step by step the results. Okay, before I go to the pipeline, I will introduce you about the simple function like a buffer. You can think buffer like a QGIS buffer, like a RGS buffer. We can execute it. Choose the data. We call Vallaris features. I will pick up the BTS station and put the parameters, the size of buffer. Okay, that's it. And I will creating another collection.
Go back to key.
Okay, JSON, correct. I will output as a JSON. But in the function, it's allow you to put back to the Vallaris collection, Vallaris data store as well. Okay, I put JSON because output is coming to the JSON. Okay, execute. On the right button. Okay, done. Very fast buffer. Okay. Here, this is the result. Each station has a buffer 500 meters in JSON format. Very fast data processing. You don't need to install any JS application on your machine if you don't have. You can use the web to make a buffer. Okay, we will do more complex about the work process. We can make two buffer, two layers, not two layers, two levels. First 500 meters, next 1 kilometers tooling from the mass transit station. But when we do that, I will introduce you how to do it through the pipeline. We call pipeline. Pipeline is work process from step 1 to finish. Okay, when we execute the sample data, every machine, every user will have a sample process called buffer systematics. Okay, look at it in this process. Sorry, this pipeline. See on the left side is the JSON. JSON, input JSON, we put the JSON over there, or even we can call the collections inside Vallaris. Okay. In this one, we have one JSON, one point. We do two things. First, create the buffer 5 kilometers, and the next step is create the 1 kilometers buffers. After that, we make two buffers to subtract together. So the polygon is not overlap because we subtract together. We use systematic difference, A minus B or something. Okay, and output to the JSON. This is called pipeline. Execute. Execute. pipeline can execute at that moment, or you can scheduling. You would like to make it happen every hours or every 15 minutes can happen on the server. This function you cannot do on your desktop. Okay, we look at this one. Here, buffer is 2 links, 1 kilometers and 500 meters as a donut. Okay, this is the process and the pipeline. We have another pipeline to make you see the benefit from the scheduling. Okay. Now do this. Okay. This data from to pulling data from the data provider from NASA about the models. They provide the CSV about the hotspot, the whole world. You can see the URL of the data providers. We have the CSV. We make CSV to creating a point. And data change over the time. Next hour change, in next hour change. So we set this pipeline to run every single hour. The result is my data on the data store or even on the web is almost real time, right? Because pipeline is automatically execute every single hour. After we got the data, we creating to the point. We order the system to notification over to the line and put the API key of the line notification, put the message or something. After the notification, what they do. I thought that. Okay, after notification, they store the data into Vallaris and make a time, generating the time, and result as a JSON. Can you run this one? Cannot, right? Take now. Okay. This is the sample of the pipeline calling data from third party. Okay, if you think about like a TMD, the air quality data, or even like the water level data from the royal irrigation, you can use Vallaris to pulling the data and store it to Vallaris and publish to the client without any action from you, just one-time actions. Okay, bank will make one pipeline for testing. I'm not sure it's success or not. We have to with him success. Okay. Try to make he will make one pipeline to demo for you. He created the blank data store to keep the data. It's nothing in there, just blank data store. 0 items. And improving the data from other source by creating the pipeline. Pipeline is quite easy because you can drag and drop and make a connection between the functions. Okay. After we got the data, we create the hexagon for them and store to Vallaris. Or create point in polygon, count point in polygon, how many hotspots and just hex and keep in Vallaris. Okay, that's it. Right. Okay, that's it. Okay, keep the results in Vallaris. This is creating the hex to storing the number of the hotspot. Got the source of data from NASA. CSV. Southeast Asia only. Last 24 hours. Okay, we got the link. Put the links over there. Got the link. It's coming to CSV. This is we're generating the point on the EPSG 4326. Define the latitude longitude. Make it together. Create hex. Create the data. Count into the hex. Count in which column name. And keep it into a list. Define the location of the destination. Okay, the blank one. Okay, execute. Save. You see the new pipeline over there, right? It's not active yet. You have to take it on, and execute that. You can pull data from NASA's create point for you, create hex automatically, count hex, count number of hotspot in that hex, store in Vallaris. So the results in Vallaris, you will see the hex that have the number of hotspot in this property. Hopefully it's good. It's success. If not success, go end of workshop. Okay, we can check the status by the login. At the meantime, you see the process is working right. Actually, seems like what is the key reason we use on the web? As I told you, we can handle the last year, the bigger data. We can handle the multiple source. We can map like a scheduling, repeating the job. You can do on the server. And one more thing. All of these things are complying to the web processing service or followed by the OGC standard. This is very quite impossible in 5 years ago. How come we can processing the data, GS data on the web? But at this time, with the new technology, with the APIs, we can make it happen. We can handle the big, really big file, big set of data. Okay, done. Look at the results. in the data store. This all as a hex. Yeah, this is the hotspot counting in the hex area. You see some in property sums. Okay, you see, okay, it doesn't have any look and feel in terms of coloring, right? Because it's data level. If you like to make like coloring in 10 minutes by categories or by the range of the count, you have to build it as a tile data set first and next time on top over there. This is the practice you can do on Vallaris. Okay, I think that's all for today. You have any ideas or any comments?
Thank you very much. Anyone would like to share any ideas or any comments to the IBS team, please? Or anyone who join us online would like to have any questions or any comments, you can give a chat on the online system.
Okay, I have some additional things. I will show you the modules. Yeah. The modules over there is writing by Python. Module can be minimal, like A intersect B, or A buffer is minimal functions, or can be like the huge function, like maybe like land suitability for real estate can be. How come? It's easily because you can write down the sequentials of the work process on your Python sequentially in one file. After you write it, you upload to the Vallaris and let Vallaris to execute that function for you. That means you can repeating run anytime as you want if you allow your functions, your module support parameters, variable parameters like a buffer like this. See, it has parameters. You can change the equation. You can change rating or weighting on your modules from your cells, and allow to anyone who execute your module to change the parameter as you want, get another result. This is, we can say, it's open platform for anyone to use the computing machine, execute your programming from Python. You can see this one like Air4 Thai Connect, this one. Writing by my team, easily just execute, put the parameter like where is your URL. After get the URL, do something. You can write the module in Python programming. Push over there. Actually, in terms of geography or in terms of informatics, I would like the education push the student or researcher to developing the model rather than to develop the becoming user. like a software user. If you push your student to think about it, I quite believe you are good in the physical geography, human geography, urban geography, or social geography, even population geography. You have model, you have logics. It is possible to transform your logics to programming and let Vallaris to take care about your data and visualization for you. Teach students to developing the model rather than teach them to use the software. Let software do his job, do its job. You do your job. It's a really good combination for the whole world in our industry. I think for
I have questions.
that's it. That's all. ขอบคุณครับ
All right.
Does not have any comments?
I just have questions. Can you hear me?
I have one question. If we have a lot of data, if you want 10,000 records, this program can handle it all.
Yes, I said yes. Yes, 1,000 is and say 1,000 is not that much. We have, I think no maximum. Maximum is depend on your capacity on your storage. The more storage you have, the more data you can store. But when you store the more data, you have to concern and looking for the results of the more data, like how to transit your data to the customer. Okay, probably they don't need the historical data like more than 10 years. Probably they don't need some sets of data to do something. If you need to like a totally historical, it should be like an aggregate or summary to add some data point and push to the client. Yeah, something like that. The limitation on the standard, I can say that OGC has limitations. If you call data over the network, like put on your URL, get a JSON, the standard said, I allow you 10,000 per one call. If you would like to call another 10,000, you have to call another call, second call. Because if you transit about it, 100,000 or over the network, okay, it's had a problem for sure. Okay.
And anyone has comment?
Okay, I have some questions from Boy. The question is, if we create some application or some function here, we need the approval from the OGC or the IPs before we launch the application or not?
Okay, application belong to the person who develop it or belong to the owner. I think if we're talking about the application, we will not involve or we will not say your application good or not good. But if you calling data from the OGC API standard like a Vallaris, it's quite guaranteed and you can make sure that data from your application are standard, and everyone who use your application can understand or can call the data from your application in the easiest way. Like they understand the way to call. What can say, and we can say like you don't need to and waiting for the approval from the OGC because the software platform already got the certified from OGC. Any application who running on top of the OGC software standard is automatically become the standard providing software. But we cannot say your software is good enough. Good.
So, fruitful application. So I would like to ask that would it be possible that, for example, if we also have a Web.js class in our department, and is it possible that we would like to invite you or use some kind of this platform for the education, like send on the database? So what do we need to prepare?
Thank you very much, Kamada. We are pleased. We are pleased to donate every Vallaris license to any university. We have two options for university. First, if you have your own servers, because we will install this one to your university on your data center. If you don't have any enough infrastructure or servers, you can use our cloud servers. Our cloud servers located around the world. Don't worry. You can use for students. But if you would like to do it for your research, I recommend you to have your own machine, your server, like an AAT, like a content university. They have their own server. We install it. Researcher can access directly, and they feel like their own data rather than just on cloud. You have two options. Any option. If at this time not ready yet to have enough machine, you can ask the cloud server. And if you have enough server, probably only one small server, we can install to you. Not only this, after we delegate or delegate the Vallaris or donate Vallaris to any university, my teams, Geospatial team, infrastructure team, and web developer team will coming to you and set up the survey to give the cost to the student, to the teacher, to the professor, to the researcher, as you request. And probably we can help you to develop the change a little bit on curriculum, the Web.js or something. My intention, I don't want you to use this one as a professional. You don't need to use this one. But if you understand what inside, you can do by yourself. I'm totally believe. If you understand OGC, okay, everyone can do it. No need to use this one. Dr. Salam said, you don't need to use this one. If you understand this one, use any one in the market. And many options in the market. We have to, we know that this is the new way to learning about geoinformatics. But the traditional way is will depreciate soon. Web map service, GeoServer gonna depreciate soon. Yes, we are willing to support any university, but we also do business for sure.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Okay, and I ask all participants to have a big round of applause to the IBIS team again, please. Thank you very much for all participants, not only in this room, but also online, to join us all day conference. And I would like to say that we are appreciated for the IBIS team to devote their time to give us a valuable experience for the Vallaris maps, and we hope that this program will useful and benefit for the researchers and scholars in the future. Anyway, this is the end of the first day conference, and can I give you roughly about the schedule tomorrow? We're going to have very valuable two keynote speakers, and both of them are sit in this room as well. So we're going to have a very interesting session tomorrow morning for the presentation about the past, present, and future of geospatial technology by Dr. Srawut Ninsawat, and as well as OGC API, the new geospatial standard service to commercial product by Kun Prasong. And after that, we're going to have the second session of the paper presentation in the theme of natural resources and environment geoinformatics application. We're going to have very interesting of 7 papers going to be presented tomorrow, and we will start for tomorrow conference at 9 o'clock sharply. So please come back to our conference room again tomorrow on site and online at 9 o'clock tomorrow. And for participants in the conference room, we have been being fed all days today. So we're going to have a dinner reception, and I could say that shall we have dinner reception together at 6:30? So 6:30, we're going to join dinner reception together at the Fisherman restaurant on this hotel. So you just cross the road, and then the Fisherman is on your right hand side. So we will stand by around there and going to have dinner together at 6 o'clock today. So thank you very much, everyone, and see you again tomorrow. ขอบคุณครับ
Vallaris Maps Platform, the comprehensive geospatial data storage service for business, transportation, natural resources, and environmental data set. Vallaris is a geospatial data platform that comes with ease of use, convenience, agility, and compliance with global standards. We adopt state-of-the-art technology for analysis, processing, displaying, and delivering spatial data in the most effective way. All developers, executives, as well as general users can bring over data available on Vallaris for multiple purposes. Further customization to better suit your organization can also be done through Vallaris API from anywhere in the world. With our data management structure that complies with the global standard through FAIR working principles, users can readily gain access to the service. Anyone can utilize the service anytime, anywhere, time after time. Being an open data platform, Vallaris allows everyone to gain access and exchange data freely and equitably. We are the first maps platform from Asia to be certified by OGC. All Vallaris users can be confident in our efficiency and safety. Vallaris simplifies complicated matters for you.
Vallaris Maps Platform เครื่องมือสำหรับเก็บข้อมูลเชิงพื้นที่แบบครบวงจรไม่ว่าจะเป็นข้อมูลทางธุรกิจคมนาคมหรือทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อม Vallaris เป็นแพลตฟอร์มทางด้านแผนที่ที่นำไปใช้งานง่ายสะดวกรวดเร็วด้วยเทคโนโลยีที่ทันสมัยมีระบบการวิเคราะห์ประมวลผลแสดงผลและส่งต่อข้อมูลเชิงพื้นที่ได้อย่างมีประสิทธิภาพเปิดโอกาสให้นักพัฒนาผู้บริหารหน่วยงานต่างๆรวมไปถึงผู้ใช้งานทั่วไปสามารถนำข้อมูลจาก Vallaris ไปใช้งานต่อบนเว็บไซต์และสามารถปรับแต่งให้เหมาะกับธุรกิจหรือองค์กรของคุณผ่าน Vallaris API ได้จากทั่วทุกมุมโลกด้วยโครงสร้างการจัดการข้อมูลที่เป็นไปตามมาตรฐานผ่านหลักการทำงานของ FAIR ทำให้ค้นหาง่ายเข้าถึงได้อย่างรวดเร็วไม่ว่าใครก็สามารถใช้งานได้และนำไปใช้ซ้ำได้อีกด้วย Vallaris อยู่ในระบบการเชื่อมโยงแบบเปิดเพื่อแลกเปลี่ยนข้อมูลระหว่างกันทำให้ทุกคนเข้าถึงข้อมูลได้อย่างเท่าเทียมและ Vallaris ยังเป็นแพลตฟอร์มแผนที่แรกในเอเชียที่ได้รับมาตรฐาน OGC ตามมาตรฐานสากลทำให้มั่นใจว่าระบบมีประสิทธิภาพและความปลอดภัย Vallaris ทำเรื่องยากให้เป็นเรื่องง่ายสำหรับคุณ